Hamza is the reason you're even watching this video today, and also the reason that I'm not a complete loser anymore. I'm serious about that. I would also like to credit him for saving the lives of thousands of young men, as I am a part of that group. I truly wouldn't be where I am today without him. When I first discovered Hamza late last year, I think he was sitting at less than like 100k subs or something. I honestly don't remember, but it doesn't really matter. What really matters is that I have been following him for quite some time now, and even though I kind of started my self-improvement journey back in 2020, Hamza is the reason I really push forward to take action, and it's thanks to him I've taken more action than ever. From his inspiring story to his clear and quality videos that he uploads pretty much daily, you can't deny that he earned his spot up there in the million sub club. If you're watching this video, then you probably already know who he is, and if you haven't, then I highly recommend checking out his video if you're starting your self-improvement journey and you want to improve yourself. Alright, so how exactly did Hamza save my life? Well, how about we rewind to 2020? COVID had just started, and we all know that that was the perfect excuse to be a Jeffrey, and I used that excuse too. I did nothing but play video games and eat junk food, and since I was a student, I definitely abused that. It really was the perfect excuse to do nothing. I had a ton of free time back then, yet I did nothing productive. I mean, as a student with a part-time job, I had pretty much all the free time in the world. I mean, I was doing bitch workouts, I didn't look into any new skills, and worst of all, I wanted to start this YouTube channel that you're currently watching, but I made so many excuses and ultimately took zero action. But then I finally did it. I uploaded my first video back in the summer of 2020, and it was hot garbage. It is the worst video on my channel. You gotta start somewhere, right? But that was the first step. So after all of this, I was kind of looking into self-improvement activities like meditation and reading, but I wasn't consistent with it at all. I would do like 5-minute meditations here and there, and I wouldn't even do it daily. It wasn't that good. And honestly, it was hell to stick with. I remember it being such a chore to even do like 5 minutes. I had no routine, and that lack of routine really screwed me over. I didn't realize how important having a morning routine was. So after being on and off with it for a few months, I did eventually get a bit more confident to the point where I was able to show my face on camera. But it was nothing crazy. I mean, I set the camera like super far and the lighting sucked, but it is what it is. But then I discovered Hamza. Who the hell is this guy to be so bold to tell me that my life is useless and I'm being a Jeffrey?
Jeffrey is a loser, a grade A loser.
But I listened because he spiked my emotions. He had discipline like no one else. His unconventional wisdom somewhat resonated with me actually, and he genuinely had so much good advice that no other productivity YouTuber had. Now keep in mind that at this point, I'd already been watching productivity YouTubers for a good amount of time, but after a while they all kind of said the same advice. I mean, if you've watched a few, they're all just kind of spewing the same thing. So I eventually just stopped listening. But back to Hamza. I was hooked on this guy. I would watch like all of his uploads every single day. And eventually I did start applying his advice. I did resistance training instead of my bitch workouts. I meditated consistently every day. I started doing gratitude journaling. The list just kind of goes on. I mean, if you've watched his videos, you know what you should be doing. I also stopped doing a lot of bad habits because of him too, and I'm very grateful for that. Then after following his advice for about a year or so, my life had been changed dramatically. I'm way more confident now. My body looks so much better than it's ever looked in my entire life. I'm happier, I have a purpose now, and most importantly, I'm finally doing the hard work, especially when I don't feel like it. So this was kind of like a condensed version of my life over the last 3 years, and honestly, it's more just a way to say thank you to Hamza. But the important thing to point out in this entire video is Hamza truly is doing a service to a ton of young men around the globe, and I am extremely grateful for that. He has improved the lives of so many young men out there, me included, and please let me know in the comments if he's changed your life too. Once again, I am extremely grateful for you, Hamza, and keep on changing lives. Thank you.